Welcome to This Day for this Monday, March 3rd. I'm Paul Ortiz, and thanks for joining us today. I'm actually filling in for Michael Taylor today. That's been filling in for Bree as she goes on vacation for the next couple of weeks. So we thank you for joining us for this next 30 minutes right here on This Day. Well, on today's show, we're going to have representatives from the Irvine Barclay Theater with Dr. Irene Mesaloris, and she's with the UC Irvine Choral Concert, and they're going to be doing a program called Finding Light, Alzheimer's Stories over there at the Irvine Barclay Theater. Also joining us on the program is going to be the Korean American Association, and Maria Sung and SK Park will be telling us about the Korea Harmony Festival, which will be at the Performing Arts Center March 19th. We want to keep you informed as the Village Games will be happening on March 31st through April 24th. They are going to have 23 events that are scheduled throughout the community, archery to badminton, basketball, and even some volleyball, and of course pickleball, shuffleboard, and many of the sports and activities that we have here in our community. Be sure and register at the community center. You can go into their fitness center located right here on the first floor. If you want more information, be sure and give them a call at 949-268-2275 or email them at assistant.fitness@vmsinc.org, and they'll be able to help you out. And you also get a wonderful t-shirt too. Very popular event. If you do pretty well in some of these activities, you're actually going to get a couple of medals as well. So be sure and be a part of that on March 31st. Well, let's take a look outside. Looks like the weather is very clear today. We got some clear skies. We did have some rain overnight, so we're looking at some more rain later in the week. But tonight temperatures are going to be 59 throughout the day. A little chilly, 46 degrees in the mid to high 40s for the rest of the week. And then we're going to see temperatures either in the high 50s or low 60s all the way through Friday. They are expecting rain on Wednesday and Thursday, and they're saying 70% chance. So it looks like it will rain on Wednesday and Thursday, and then hopefully be a nice, beautiful, clear weekend for most of us here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hey, let's take a look at that sunrise and sunset. Look at that beautiful picture. Sunrise this morning was at 6:16 a.m., and the sunset this evening will be at 5:49 p.m. And we thank Bert Hale for sending that to us. That's in Dana Point. Probably, I'm going to guess, somewhere near the Strands area. Once again, beautiful picture, Bert. Thank you so much for bringing that picture to us. And if you have a picture you'd like to share with us, be sure and send it to our email address at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Be sure and include your name and where you shot it. And if you could give it to us in a horizontal format, that would really help us out. So send that to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. We only have one meeting for you today, and right after the break, we'll be talking to Dr. Irene Mesaloris with UC Irvine.
Hi, my name is Dr. Shandeep Dung, and I'm a breast surgical oncologist. Today, I'd like to address a question that I get frequently asked by my patients, and that is when to start screening mammogram. Well, what I tell them is, certainly at age 40 and beyond, you should be getting annual mammography, and that's the same recommendation from the American Society of Breast Surgeons, as well as most leading cancer recommendations in this country. Another question I get frequently asked is, well, when do I stop screening mammography? What I tell my patients is, age is just a number. What's important is your functional status. If you have a life expectancy of at least 10 years, then certainly you should continue your screening mammograms annually.
Do you or your loved ones want to continue living at home safely, but are starting to see signs of Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, maybe it's recent strokes or falls? Having a caregiver at home can be the best way to keep you in home safely. Home Helpers has been providing caregivers for over 25 years. Call us today or join us at Laguna Cafe for free pie and coffee, and we'll answer your questions about caregiving. It's the first Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m., and space goes quickly, so RSVP now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Something is happening tonight at the Barclay. The Barclay in Irvine. Live entertainment, you don't want to miss it. Tonight at the Barclay. take your seat, and it's right down the street at the Barclay.
Joining us now is Dr. Irene Messaloris, and you're with the UC Irvine Chamber Singers and Concert Choir. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
I know we're going to hit it off because my mom's name is Irene.
Really?
It's kind of an old-fashioned name nowadays, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's
great.
actually my grandmother's name too.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your background. How long have you been with UC Irvine?
Sure. Well, this is my 6th year
Wow.
at UC Irvine, and I'm the director of choral activities. I oversee all choral. I teach conducting, and I'm the associate chair of the music department. And we've just had a wonderful few years just producing different programs and building up the program. And for the past few months, we've been in partnership with this incredible organization on our campus titled UCI Mind.
Right.
And we're just preparing for our upcoming program on March 11th, which is just around the corner.
It's
and
next
so,
week.
yeah, so I'm excited to share a little bit about that program with you and talk to you about the importance of the work and hopefully get some interest in the audience.
Right.
We started this work about 8 months ago with UCI Mind director Joshua Grill. And he was so enthusiastic about partnering up with Claire Trevor School of the Arts and the choral area to produce a program that would really engage our audience in exhibiting the awareness of Alzheimer's disease through music and discussing that story.
Right.
So many people are affected by dementia and specifically Alzheimer's that it's very unique when you have an opportunity to marry music and research together into this really unique forum.
Wow. Is that because of personal experience maybe that somebody's experienced?
So I think for me personally, I was moved to this work. It's called Alzheimer's Stories by Bob Cohen.
Yeah.
And I was moved by it, I think I heard it maybe 6 years ago. My grandmother suffers from Alzheimer's, and she's 99 years young, turning 100 in May. And I know from a personal experience how many people in my family and just what we've gone through. And it's something that I know so many people are affected by.
Yeah.
So this is a really unique piece of music that really, it's going to focus about 160 musicians on stage on March 11th at the Barclay Theater. And it is broken into 3 different movements that really is talking about the origins of Alzheimer's, the disease, and then the second movement is from the perspective of the patients. The music itself is actually written by Alzheimer's patients and their stories, and Herschel Garfine wrote this beautiful libretto that just captures this emotionally charged work, and from their perspective, and then into the third movement, which is from the caregivers and their thoughts about how they see the issues, they see how frustrating and how sad it can be, but ultimately underscoring that the transformational power of music has the ability to bring patients into the present in a unique way, where it's therapeutic, but it's also something that brings them back to who they once were.
Right. Now, is that how it all kind of evolved, do you think, for Mr. Cohen? Because they probably had this experience with, a relative or some friend, then played some music for them. You kind of realize they're actually reacting to this and looking forward to it at some point.
Absolutely. And I think through this whole process, I know Bob Cohen as he's become a friend of mine through working on his music and working with him. And so when you do have personal stories like that, it does provide an emotional connection to the music for certain. We've had the opportunity over the past few months to actually bring in Alzheimer's caregivers to our rehearsals and to talk to our students about this disease and
Right.
the effects of how the patient's affected, but also how the caregiver and the family is affected. And we bring in doctors to talk about what's actually happening, medically, biologically in the brain. And so it's been a wonderful way to engage the music aspect, but also, the science
Right.
behind it as well.
Exactly. And the education that goes along with it, because, we have all our baby boomers that are now going to be the silver tsunami. And so Alzheimer's, I would say probably in the last 20 years became more, I want to say mainstream, but, where people actually started to realize what it was before people were just senile, right? And, they're
Absolutely.
getting old. Well, our generations are getting older too, so that means there's going to be more care, and Alzheimer's, unfortunately, will be a part of our
Absolutely.
lives. And the biggest thing is it affects all generations.
Yeah.
So not only, of course, the Alzheimer's patient and usually their loved one, right? Because they're usually the caretaker,
Right.
And they get wiped out too because it's a struggle.
It is.
So, and I imagine your music is pretty emotional. It's like
It
a
is.
roller coaster throughout the whole
It
performance.
is, and what's interesting about the score is that you have these beautiful cinematic, almost theatrical melodies, but then underneath it you hear almost at times something that goes from being pleasant to feeling disoriented, feeling this, and Bob Cohen really creates the context of keeping time and just something that's structured, but then finding this distortion within that time, how it's no longer relevant.
Right.
And it's absolutely moving. I've had rehearsals where students are I see tears streaming down their face because they're so touched by what they're singing and what they're, and ultimately the audience that we're wanting to perform for.
Right.
So.
And Alzheimer's isn't in one box because there's so many different
Types of dementia.
aspects of dementia and to it that, even Lewy body disease, is just, terror and anger and all of the frustration and all the emotions we have, but it's all at once and magnified. So I imagine on stage and in music, it just means boom, 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 boom.
That's right. And so imagine 160 singers combined with professional soloists, a chamber ensemble. We hope to provide an uplifting and just a hopeful and inspirational program to our audience. And so and this ensemble is just something that we've worked really hard at. We're combining the UCI chamber singers with the UCI concert choir to combine to this work. And over the past, 6 years since I've been there, we've grown the program for about 20 people, I think we had in our program, to now about 200.
Wow.
So it's something that is, we're really excited and really proud about. We are award-winning at this point with different programs that we've been a part of and nationally ranked. And so to be able to take that excellence and to be able to really combine it with something research-based like this, but in a expressive and an emotional way is something that we're really excited for.
That's amazing.
So March 11th.
March 11th. That's coming up next week, so be sure and get your tickets. You can get them over there at the Irvine Barkley. We'll have some information. You get the box office there as well. Give them a call at 824-2787. That's area code 949. 824-2787 to get those tickets. That's going to be March 11th. It's going to start about 8 o'clock over there at the beautiful Irvine Barkley Theater.
Beautiful Irvine Barkley Theater. And something not to miss is at 7 p.m. we're doing a pre-concert panel where we have doctors, Alzheimer's patients, caregivers, Bob Cohen, the composer, and myself to talk about the program, the work itself, and just to
See, I'm really interested in that because that's the Q&A part. So
Yeah.
like, how did this all evolve? And then as they hear the music, they go, oh,
Yeah.
they just talked about that. That's how that happened.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us on the program today. You have a terrific event going on real close to us too in Irvine at the Irvine Barkley Theater. Good luck to you.
Thank
Sounds
you
like
so
a great
much, Paul.
performance.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to be back with more of This Day right after this.
The Hogue Classic returns to Newport Beach.
from March 19th through the 23rd at the Newport Beach Country Club, in Orange County's only PGA Tour event. Experience the thrill of champions as Padraig Harrington looks to defend his title against the legends of the PGA Tour in a fun-filled family atmosphere. Come for the golf and stay for the party. For tickets, please visit hoagclassic.com.
Hearing connects you back to life. Don't settle for being trapped in the isolation of poor hearing. Advanced Ear can help you hear friends, family, and caregivers. We provide one-on-one hearing programs that will amaze you with the quality of how much better you can hear. There's no cost to hear the improvement we deliver. You'll be able to hear better the minute you put these on. No buttons to push or technology to be afraid of. We deliver better hearing, guaranteed. Come in so we can connect you back to life. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Do you or your loved ones want to continue living at home safely, but are starting to see signs of Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's? Maybe it's recent strokes or falls. Having a caregiver at home can be the best way to keep you in home safely. Home Helpers has been providing caregivers for over 25 years. Call us today or join us at Laguna Cafe for free pie and coffee, and we'll answer your questions about caregiving. It's the first Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m., and space goes quickly, so RSVP now.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. We are a full-service repair center, too, where you can rest assured our on-premises master jeweler will repair any jewelry in our state-of-the-art facility. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
At the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
it's about trust.
Visit us online at jewelryboxestatebuyers.com.
Well, I promised you it was going to be an entertaining show, and we have some more entertainment that's going to be coming to you right here at the Performing Arts Center. And joining us on the set now is Maria Sung with the Korean American Association. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Well, thank you for inviting
And our
us.
good friend S.K. Park. We see you on TV on Tuesdays once in a while, director of Third Mutual, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, great to have you on the show today.
Yeah,
But today you're going to be telling us about your Korean American Association and the event that you're having here coming next week or so.
Yes, we do have a Korean Harmony Festival on 19th, March 19th, which is a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
And I have some message from our president of the Korean American Association. I'd like to read off from that. Greetings, dear Laguna Woods residents. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you who has a plan to join us for the 2025 Korean Harmony Festival. KAA happy to invite you to Korean Harmony Festival on March 19, 2025 at our packed theater to share the beauty and the depth of Korean culture. In particular, the traditional performance that you will see on the stage will contain Korea's long history. First, the nanta. That is a drum beat performance, a percussion performance based on traditional Korean rhythms, and it is performance form that has been loved worldwide since it has first performed on stage in Korea 1997. Second, the Kun Jongmu, that's a performance of dance, a dance that was performed at royal banquet and national event during the Joseon dynasty. Kun Jongmu shows the pinnacle of traditional Korean aesthetics through the splendid costumes and delicate movements. In particular, the performance will feature elegant dance moves enjoyed by kings and queens of the Joseon dynasty for 500 years. So we hope you will experience beauty of the traditional dance that preserves 1,000 years of history. In addition, various music, dance, and even a taekwondo demonstration have been prepared. In particular, the taekwondo performance by American youth will be meaningful stage that proves the traditional Korean martial arts are loved around the world. Again, thanks to our support and interest, we were able to create this opportunity to introduce the Korean culture and traditional. We hope that the festival performance will not just a stage, but a precious time to understand, enjoy each other's culture together. Once again, we would like to express our deepest thanks to those who will attend, and we hope you will have a pleasant and happy time with the performance. Thank you. The President of the Laguna Woods Korean American Association. Thank you.
Wow, very nice. So she's obviously very passionate about this performance and, of course, your organization.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, Maria, you want to talk a little bit more about the performance. You have a wonderful wardrobe today.
Korea,
it's very common in Korea,
Yes.
and it's something that we would see in the performance as well.
Yes. We have traditional Korean dance that usually used to perform for only like kings and queens in the past.
Wow.
But since it's a modern world, we like to learn ourselves even. And it's with a beautiful dress. And there's so many different kind of dances. For instance, we have with drums and also with the jango and with many different costumes.
Right.
You can have fan dance and really exciting dances will be performed in the stage.
Now, this whole evening is really about storytelling, right? 'Cause
Yes.
that's what music and dance is all about.
Right. Yeah.
So it's about your culture and about the history. And,
Yes.
and as you mentioned, started with kings and queens back in a long time ago.
Yes, the dynasty is governed by kings and queens.
Yeah.
And all people support and dominated by the kings and queens. And so based on all those traditional, we learn a lot of things about the culture. So first part was our traditional dance and drum beats and like a fan dance and so forth. And then at the end of the first part, it will be Taekwondo exhibition. That is a very exciting moment. And then second part is for the traditional American style music performance.
Right.
It is a guitar solo and soprano and tenor and so forth. It's a combination of traditional Western music and Korean music combined together. Yes.
Maria, will you be performing that evening as well?
Oh no.
Come on.
We will have professional people performing.
Right.
But in November, when we do have Arirang Festival, I'll be part of the performing
Great.
group.
Yeah. We only have about 2 minutes, but
Okay.
I do want to talk a little bit about the Korean American Association. That is a very growing club, right? How many members do you have now?
We have at least 500-600, almost 1,000 members, and also we have sub clubs, about 50 sub clubs as well, a variety of the sub clubs. And also on this event, initially November last year, November performance was our own club members' performance to show their talent. Now this time, because of successful performance, we invite some traditional performers. So you will see very, very well talented people will perform.
Yeah, this is their profession. This is
Yes.
what they do for a living, right? So,
Right.
So this is going to be like going to the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion or the Performing Arts Center in
Yes.
Segerstrom.
Yes.
or something
Right.
like that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So that's going to be on March 19th. That's going to be on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Are you going to start at 4 o'clock and it'll last
Yes,
till about
4
6?
o'clock till 6 o'clock. The little bit detail of admission is ticket price is $5 at the pack. And seating is about 800. We got about 500 seats being sold. So I think needed to buy.
Still have a few seats available.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the admission is a first come, first service.
Okay, great.
And except a few seats will be reserved for the some people, our VIP people. So I hope everybody come and get the ticket pretty soon. Yes.
And they can pick up their tickets over at the Performing Arts Center at their box office, right?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
great.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you're going to start some planning this summer for the November
Yes.
performance, but in the meantime, people can get out on March 19th and be
Yes.
a part of this and see the wonderful work that the Korean American Association is doing.
Yes.
And it sounds like a fun time.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. If you like art, you got to come and see.
Of course.
Yeah, and learn how the Korean culture is being formed.
Right.
And we can learn, or perhaps a mixture with the Western and Eastern culture together, and we'll live harmony here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a wonderful evening, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
this
hope so.
event is actually a contribution from our Korean American Association to community
Right.
to connect, and also our appreciation being in America, living together, making harmony. That's what we
Right.
specifically put the harmony this time. So-
Exactly.
so
Thank
we
you very
wanna
much
do-
for doing that. It's a wonderful opportunity for our residents to learn about not only the Korean American culture, but to have a wonderful evening as well.
Okay, yes.
Thanks so much for being on the program today.
Thank
we
you,
really
Paul.
appreciate that, and we'll see you again next time. Good luck with your performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It'll be fantastic.
Yes, sir. Be sure and go over there to the Performing Arts Center and get your tickets over at the box office. Let's take a look outside real quick, and we're going to tell you about the weather. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Got some clouds over there in the mountains. Like I mentioned earlier in the show, we are going to have some rain on Wednesday and Thursday, but it looks like today and tomorrow are going to be some beautiful days. Nice to get out there and get a walk in and maybe play some golf and maybe practice your dance as well. Well, that'll do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Paul Ortiz, and everybody here in Laguna Woods Village, and of course everyone here at Village Television, we thank you for watching This Day, and we'll see you again next time.
Hi, my name is Annette, owner of Window Jazz. We're here in Laguna Woods, replacing old windows with new, energy-efficient, state-of-the-art products. We're here with our installation team, upgrading old windows to make this property feel new and beautiful. New replacement windows and doors will make a major impact on the appearance of this home. They'll increase the property value and save homeowners money by reducing energy costs while providing a comfortable indoor climate. Let Window Jazz do the same for you. Call us today for a free consultation.